Trying to do is they're probably going to re-sign him on a deal that's worth £100 million, then say we've got £100 million asset on the balance sheet. And this is accountancy hokum pokum, and it's not what's best for Manchester United Football Club or the first team. But to be honest with you, I'm getting a bit sick of reporting this, and you must be getting sick of listening to it, so I'll keep it short. United stars are furious that the club are still trying to put Paul Pogba on a £500,000 a week deal. They believe that it's out of order, and this is a symptom of how much Man United panic. They've got a player that's 29 years of age and they're willing to give him £500,000. He's basically criticised the club on a number of occasions. His agent and his brothers have also criticised the club. He said that he's not performed because of the club, and you want to keep him for £500,000 a week, make him the highest paid player in the Premier League, smash your wage budget. So now Pogba, who's been injured for about 50% of the time, if someone like Bruno, or maybe not Bruno because he's just signed a deal, but if someone else who's actually productive, even a Fred or McTominay, can now come and demand half of that. Say, well, I play most of the time. Pogba's playing 30 games a season. I'm playing 50. If he's on 500,000, maybe I'm worth 220. And that's what happens when you blow the wage budget. And actually, Pogba's not worth it. He's not delivered for United. He doesn't suit the Premier League. He's too slow on the ball. He gets caught in possession. No doubt he's a top player. No doubt about it. But he suits Italy or Spain or a slower football where there's not as much pressure on the ball. If you go away to Burnley or you play at home to whatever, Wolves, you've not got time on the ball, and it's a very hard league, and he's not worked out. So United are opening up a can of worms. They've already got Ronaldo on 450 grand a week. De Gea's on 375 grand. Varane and Sancho on 300, and Pogba's currently on about 300 as well. So they only want to re-sign him because he's an asset on a balance sheet. They really shouldn't re-sign him. He's not worth the contract. To be honest, let him go on a free and let's be done with Pogba. But because they paid £89 million for him, they're going to have to write that asset down. Now, if you know a little bit about accountancy, you have to write assets. Assets get revalued up or down. It's called a revaluation reserve. If you're currently taking the AAT, you'll know what I mean. So the asset, £89 million asset, which they may potentially be borrowing money against, goes to zero because he leaves on a free transfer. So what they're trying to do is they're probably going to re-sign him on a deal that's worth £100 million, then say we've got £100 million asset on the balance sheet. And this is accountancy hokum pokum, and it's not what's best for Manchester United Football Club or the first team. But we're living with the Glazers in charge, and this is the type of shit they do. Excuse my French. There you go. End of video. Thanks for watching. Hope it's not boring you, because it's boring me. Pogba bores me, Raiola bores me, and the Glazers bore me. Terrible.